This live Wrestling Reportedly is brought to you by WrestleCrate.co.uk. Save 10% on your first WrestleCrate by using promo code DEADONDAVE. WrestleCrate.co.uk. Boom.
Real talk, the Metaphor Messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, coming at you live. That's right, all live for your Wrestling Reportedly. And look, I know that we talk a lot of WWE, we talk a lot of the mainstream stuff here, and I get the question all the time, why don't you talk about other things? Why don't you ever talk about the TNAs and the Ring of Honors and the New Japan and all that stuff? Well, because it doesn't interest me all that much a lot of the time, to be completely honest. If I'm being 100% fair and honest with you, it just doesn't interest me all that much. But one story, and I'm sorry that I didn't have that up there because I'm stupid and I screwed it up, but one thing that has been catching my eye has been the sale of Impact Wrestling and the new ownership by Anthem. It's like optimism was starting to come into my life. I was entering the era of unbridled optimism. But unfortunately, you know, we're a couple months into this thing, you know, a good six to 8 weeks in. Shit just ain't getting better, kids. In fact, I think it's fair to say that shit be getting worse. Watching the episode is one thing, which is getting harder and harder to get through each and every week, if I'm being 100% honest. But just watch the 60-second recap. I mean, they can't put together a clip without something looking dirty or unpolished or just nothing looks good. Let's just use this week's TNA Impact as an example. Let's just use it as an example. People are tuning out. People are tuning out. Once again, big drop in the numbers for TNA. They garnered 252,000 viewers this week. That's a 16% drop from last week that didn't crack 300,000. There's a problem here. There's a problem here, and I just don't think that the problem is wrestling fans not getting it. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is the product is severely devoid in production, creativity. No, maybe not creativity. It's the wrong type of creativity. Look, TNA is creative as shit. They put time travel in the show this week. Or teleportation, whatever. Time travel's not far behind. It's not. Let's just be honest at this point. It's not far behind. This is crazy to me. It's just devoid of so many things that constitute a watchable and balanced wrestling product throughout. It's just really, there's so many issues with this right now, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because I want to love TNA. I do. I want to love it. I want to be involved. I want something to put a boot in Vince McMahon's ass to up the product to where WWE needs to be again. I want to see that. I want to see those days. But here's the problem. There is a big problem with this. WWE doesn't see a problem. That's the problem. WWE sees no problem. They just reported their biggest quarter financially in the history of their company. They just reported it. They just reported the biggest revenue quarter in the history of WWE. You know why? Because the only people who are complaining right now are the hardcores, the wrestling smarks. You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. And I understand that there are some people that have come into the fold, the Jeff Jarrett's, the Dutch Mantels, and that if some people think that that's going to save the company, I am not convinced of that. There's a lot of issues. And let's start with the most obvious to me, this goddamn logo. Let's start with the logo. Look, we're going to start here because this is the thing that everybody sees as a pure identifiable marker of your company. And it's uninspired. It's tired looking. It doesn't make sense. The only thing that would make you even think that there's wrestling is the fact that it says wrestling. Nobody understands what the hell is going on with this logo. The coloration isn't good. And I'm a guy who loves blue, by the way. Friggin' love blue. Love blue. It really, there's nothing right about this. There's nothing right about this logo. And that's the first thing. You know, when somebody tunes in to Impact Wrestling or any wrestling promotion or any television show, the first two things that hit you in the face is the visual and then something audio, right? Hold on, let me take a drink of my coffee because we all know shit happens. Coffee helps. Because it's 9 o'clock in the morning here. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here. Okay, so the next part that has a big problem is friggin' the voice. The voice of TNA right now is Josh Matthews, and he's pretentious, and he seems to speak down to wrestling fans. There's nothing inviting about Josh Matthews. Nothing connecting with Josh Matthews. I got to address something. Andre Corbeil in the chat, and my good buddy Andre Corbeil, Ask Andre on Sundays. He says, TNA from a business standpoint is in the best shape it has been in a decade. I left the going out of business comments. It doesn't look like WWE. People criticize it for not looking like WWE. Andre, I agree with you that it's in the best business standpoint shape that it's been in. That's because a new company just came in and funneled money into it. We both know that that is a farce. We know that's a fallacy. They're not in good shape. Anthem, when a new company comes in, they're instantly going to start deciding if this was a good investment. And the fact that it's bleeding subs, bleeding views. I'm thinking in YouTube terms. Bleeding views is not a good thing, man. When this starts hitting 200,000 viewers an episode, they're not going to justify it. They can't justify it. Nobody can. It's crazy. And Andre also says there was a bird on the WWE title for decades. Yes, an eagle, a majestic, wonderful eagle, not a fruity owl. Andre, call in if you want to talk. Call in. Andre, I invite you to come on. I want you here because I'd love to have this discussion with you. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm right. I need to hear you. Call in, Andre. Call in. And we're going to take some of your guys' calls too, live on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. And of course, number 702-751-2902. And we'll also go to Discord if need be. I'm also going to take off my pants because I'm hot. We're going to take off the pants. All right. The pants are coming off. Yes. You know what I think the problem is? I think I figured it out. I know the issue with TNA. I need to just make sure. Let's find out. Let's be sure. I'm going to look at the logo here. Here we go. Let's see here. Yeah, it's the power level. The power level's too low. That's the problem. There it is. I figured it out. A simple scouter would have fixed all the problems for people because that it is. The power level's too low. The goddamn power level's too fucking low. It's unbelievable. When you start looking at even farther things beyond just the logo and the audio, there are some other issues. Man. There's some other serious issues. One of them being, and let's talk about it. The Hardys. The Hardys are a major problem. It's not interesting anymore. It's not cute. It's not entertaining. It's just fucking stupid. It's stupid. Okay? It's stupid. I don't have any other words because it's stupid. It doesn't work. It's not entertaining. Let's just see the Hardys. People still want to see the Hardys. They do. They don't want to see. Nobody cares about time traveling and teleportation and the 9 deities. Nobody gives a flying fuck. Nobody wants to hear about King Maxwell's high carb diet. Nobody gives a flying fornication. Nobody cares. Nobody. It's awful. It doesn't work. It's driving people away. I believe it might be one of the biggest things driving people away. Speaking of driving people away, Eddie Edwards, horrible champion. Should have never have been put as champion. It was all just to get us to this week's Impact where The Wolves break up. That's what the title reign was? That's what it was? That's what the entire title reign was about? I mean, obviously, because Bobby Lashley was going to do another MMA fight. I get that. But that's what it was about? Just a breakup of a tag team that nobody wants to see break up anyway. It's ridiculous. It's just nonsensical. It's nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense. Also, Bobby Lashley, fantastic champion. I'm glad that he has got the belt again. So happy that he has a belt again. My God, I love him. Kind of a one-trick pony at this point, though, right? I mean, like, I don't know. I'm starting to worry about how far Bobby Lashley can take TNA at this point. I don't know if anybody can save TNA. Bobby Lashley is a great champion. He's a great champion. He's gotten so much. He's got so much going for him, except for a few things. One, I don't think he's ever really improved that dramatically on the microphone. Two, he's 40. It's hard to build. And three, he's kind of a part-timer. He leaves the company quite a bit. I know he had a long stretch last year, but I don't know if his MMA duties, and Andre could speak to this a hell of a lot better than I can. I don't know if his MMA duties are ever going to allow him to have the run that he probably needs in TNA. Look, if that last title run that he had, which was pretty damn long, wasn't enough to get TNA over a big hump, I don't know if any run out of Bobby Lashley will. And that's something that you kind of have to worry about. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. And there's simply nobody else that's coming up the ladder right now that you're really excited about. I mean, maybe Drew. Drew's a great. I don't know if Drew's staying with the company. I have no idea what's going on with Drew. I love Drew Galloway. I love him. Love him. He looks great. He looks better now than he has probably ever in his career. But I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough to take it to the next level. It's just there's so many issues with the product right now. Aaron Rex, unmitigated disaster. There is nothing interesting about this character. There's nothing interesting about the Liberace thing. I mean, the coolest thing that he's got going for him is the taped rings. Other than that, he looks out of shape. He looks more out of shape now than he ever have in his career. He looks unmotivated. I'm sorry. He just does. Maybe I'm wrong. But he doesn't look like he wants to be there. He looks like he just realized he made some bad life decisions. He looks like he made some bad life decisions. He really did. He's starting to realize, well, maybe I backed the wrong horse here. Maybe being Ms. Dow wasn't so bad. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong with it, but here's the reality, man. This is the truth about it. People are tuning out. People are tuning out at a ridiculous rate. Let's look at the numbers this year. January 5th, 290,000 viewers. 12th, it went to 277. They had a small uptick for a week at 310, and on the 19th, on the 26th, it went to 307. February 2nd, 299, and this week 252. And the last 2 weeks have had title changes. It's gone away from the Edwards situation to the Lashley title reign, and it was promoted. It was promoted too, and still nobody cares. I'm just wondering how much of the problem is it's just not cool anymore. You know, speaking in YouTube terms, sometimes you're just not cool anymore, and no amount of fixing is going to bring people back, especially when you have this fruity goddamn owl as your mainstay that nothing says wrestling except the word wrestling about your logo. Nobody can identify with what the hell's going on. People can talk about the WWE logo, but WWE is a recognized global entity, has been for a very long time. It's a publicly traded company that's trading around $20 a share right now. They can have a big W as their logo. It doesn't matter. It works. People gravitate towards that. They understand it immediately. Nobody understands this damn logo. Nobody wants to hear fucking Josh Matthews commiserate to all of you people. Nobody wants to hear Josh Matthews talk down to everybody. Nobody wants to watch the Hardys time travel and teleport to Tijuana. Nobody wants to see it. It's not interesting. And you don't have enough young talent to differentiate you from the status quo. All the talent that's been around that you do have that you can build off of are former WWE guys that are getting up there in age. It's just there's not enough there to set you apart. There needs to be a total reset. Complete reset. I'm talking going off the air for upwards of 3 months. I understand that that's a terrible idea. I get that. But I don't have another option. There needs to be a full relaunch of this product. New colors, new banners. They need to get out of the impact zone, all of it. They need to change everything. If Jarrett and Mantell are going to come in and start running stuff because Big John Gabrick's out, fine. Let's make it happen because this is crazy. Andre Corbeil in chat says, I will say that I 100% Dave's opinion, and it's the same thing regarding myself and NXT. Dave doesn't grill me for my views on that product either. That's what makes us a great team. Look, I want to be grilled with see, here's the thing. Andre, you don't watch NXT. I do watch TNA. you refuse to watch NXT. I don't watch TNA. And the other thing is, NXT gives arguably one of the best wrestling products in the world right now. There's nothing interesting about the TNA wrestling product. I want to talk to you about this, Andre. But I do agree. We don't beat each other up about our opinions. And that is what makes Andre and I the best tag team in wrestling commentary today. Because we can talk to each other. We can talk to each other without it ever being contentious. And we can just respect each other's opinion. That's why I fucking love Andre Corbeil. He's the man. He's the best in the business. There is no one better in wrestling right now, commentary-wise, than Andre Corbeil. He's the man. Go sub him. Go sub him. Find out for yourself. Find out for yourself, you monkeys. Go find out. It's good stuff. I love Andre. He's my buddy. But it just, there's a problem. There's a problem here. There's just a lot of problems, and I don't know what to do. My opinion, my plan would be 3 months off the air, rebrand everything. If Anthem is serious about really fixing the product, the only way you're going to do it is by completely revamping everything. That's the only way this is getting fixed. 3 months off the air for a complete revamp. Find a new home in a major town that you can afford, be it Chicago, Las Vegas, I think is a great option. There's options out there. Vegas is affordable too. You can easily get a wrestling product in Vegas, and I think that you can get in somewhere where it would be interesting. Some type of casino, it would work. I think it would work. It would be very interesting too. With sports teams coming in Las Vegas now, I mean, they got a hockey team. They're about to get a football team. This would be the time to do that. There's going to be money to be made. But you got to get out of Florida because Florida's associated with NXT, which is associated with WWE. Got to get out. 3 months. Completely changing it over. Completely done. Have to. Fix it all up. Got to do it. Got to change things. Got to change the public opinion because it's simply not cool anymore to watch TNA. It's not cool anymore. You know, it's rough. It's not cool anymore to watch Impact Wrestling. There's nothing cool about it. Nothing. And that's the biggest problem. Let's take your calls, man. Let's open it up. I've said all I have to say on it, man. I rambled for 20 minutes. Let's hear from you guys. I want to hear what you have to say about TNA and all that good stuff. It's your Wrestling Reportedly now. Go ahead and call in on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. And, of course, that number, 702-751-2902. Want to hear from you guys. It's good stuff. Andre Corbeil says, hey, when people are done watching this video, I just posted a video at Vince Russo, and I talking about the TNA current situation. Well, that should be interesting. That should be a very interesting watch. Andre Corbeil and Vince Russo. Because if anybody can fix the problems, it would be Vince Russo. All right, let's get to some calls here. Sean Krishy, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, I just got like a random question.
Hit me.
If it's too random, you can just hang up. But
okay, will do.
How are you streaming this early? Do you
What do
stay
you mean?
up
No,
this late?
It's 9 o'clock in the morning, baby boy.
Yeah, but it's a Saturday.
And I just slept 11 hours.
Oh wow. So
I just slept 11 hours. My body finally gave out after a very stressful week. Well, look, I'm military, and I'm in extreme amount of... Well, I was military. I'm retired now, but I'm in extreme amount of pain all the time, so I don't sleep a lot anyway. So, I mean, no, I saw something to talk about. I decided I wanted to knock it out. I got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. So if I was going to talk about this TNA situation, it was going to have to be live, and it was going to have to be now, or I wasn't going to get to it this weekend. I got so much going on. So that's why I did it as early as I did.
All right. And
fair enough?
I just got one more question.
Hit me.
I mean, I don't know much about wrestling because I just tuned in because I was bored.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like
hey.
3
Are
o'clock in
you
the
liking?
morning.
Are you liking what you hear? At least, do you like my voice? Do you like my beard? Am I pretty?
Yeah, it sounds
All right.
sounds pretty interesting. Look,
All right,
I just don't get why the logo doesn't really have much to do with wrestling. It looks cool, but it has nothing to do with it.
It looks like it should be on the opening graphic of Labyrinth. You know, it's like or Never Ending Story or Reading Rainbow or some shit. I don't know, man. It's bad decision making.
Kind of looks like a movie title.
Yeah, it does. It really does. The only thing that represents wrestling is the word wrestling, and when you have to put the word wrestling into your title to tell people that it's wrestling, you know you have an issue.
Yeah. I was like, what about a bird? Like a blue bird means wrestling.
I have no idea. Look, I mean, Andre Corbeil in the chat said, you know, WWE used an eagle on their belt for years. Yeah, an eagle's awesome.
Yeah, but it's a fucking eagle.
Who cares
That's like
about
a
an
blue
owl? Yeah, who gives a shit about a goddamn owl? Let's put a peacock. Let's put it. That worked for NBC, but it ain't working for nobody else. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, you got anything else for me, buddy?
No. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Bethune Akak in the chat says, TNA needs better camera work too. Yes, they do. The whole production needs to be revamped. Everything from top to bottom needs to be revamped. It just needs to be. There's problems everywhere. Hey, here's something interesting. My wife's gallstones. Look at these. Look at those. These are wonderful. You guys never look at these. My wife is back home, and she brought me gifts. Gallstones. She had her entire gallstone removed, gallbladder removed, and she brought me these wonderful gallstones. Look at these things. I want to turn these into jewelry. That's what I want to do. I want to make jewelry out of them. That's what I'd like to do. Pretty good stuff. All right, so we're taking your calls live on Skype, David Vancura, DavidVancura, and we're also going to Discord. Let's go ahead and do that now. Shunty, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Oh, shit. I was just here.
Oh, Jesus, you're the same guy. Holy God. All right. Get out of here, Shunty. Holy shit.
All right, sorry about that. I'll leave the Discord.
Take it easy, buddy. That's funny. All right, so apparently only one person wants to call in. Just one. It's either too early or too late for people to want to give a shit about talking about wrestling. So we'll take your questions in the chat as well. If you guys have some stuff in the chat, go ahead and hit me up. Oh, God. All right, let's bring him in. I got no other callers, so let's bring in the absolute worst wrestling opinions in the world, Nick the Grip, who's always fucking wrong, except on Rhino, which he'll never let anybody forget. How did the Rhino situation work out ultimately, though, Nick? You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, he won the tag titles, so
yeah,
he did win gold. Well, technically he won silver, but still.
Yeah, and buried the tag team division completely. Buried it so bad that even American Alpha can't save it. That's pretty bad. What do you got, Nick?
That's because American Alpha was overrated. But anyway,
get the fuck out of here! Now you're already getting thrown over the top rope for that stupid.
No, come on, man.
American Alpha being over that is stupid as shit. That is retarded. What you just said, I don't fucking hate on people's opinions ever. You're the only person who can come in here and elicit a response where I tell you your opinions are wrong. Nobody else gets this treatment because you're ridiculous. That is ridiculous. American Alpha. What's overrated about American Alpha? Tell me. Their wrestling ability? No. Their look? No. Their mic skills? No. Nothing. Maybe their stupid fucking outfits. Maybe you might, you know what? Being the fashionista that you are, you might be right there. It's their outfits. See, I'm making arguments for you, Nick. You can't even. Where's your arguments? What do you got for me?
My issue was not with American Alpha. I don't want to get off
American Alpha.
Here.
We're talking TNA. What do you got? What do you got about Impact?
I know, dude. I have followed Impact literally since the first pay-per-view.
It sucks.
When they were weekly episodes. And I followed it all the way up until 2010 when Hogan and everybody got their hands on it and it became ass.
It was ass long before 2010, buddy. Long before 2010. 2006 is
great.
when 2006 is when the wheels started falling off. 2006 is when the wheels started falling off. Hate to tell you. Wheels started falling off in 06. It did. It did. The whole product started just to go downhill in 06.
But
What? I can't hear you now. You're mumbling.
I'm not mumbling.
You were. Well, talk. Come on. You're killing me.
I'm trying to. I really think TNA is on the rise.
What?
Yes.
Oh, because how do you okay. What's your metric for that? What's your metric?
The simple content. The content.
The content is worse than it's been in fucking months. Did you like that little fruity goddamn spin that Lashley put on the end of his spear in the end of that match with Edwards? Did you like that? Was that entertaining to you? No, it was awful.
You mean the roll through? He does that every time.
Oh God, I've never seen him. It looks like he extended that so much in this one. I hate that roll through. Makes the whole stupid a spear is supposed to be devastating looking. Not oh ole. It's awful. Awful.
I mean, you could still say Roman has a worse spear.
No,
but
I can't. Nope. That spear I saw last night on Edwards, worst spear I've ever seen. It's Charlotte-esque spear. That's how bad that spear is. Yeah, I did it. I know. I did it. I said it.
Here's my question for you.
All right, hit me.
Because even though we disagree.
Yes. On everything.
There is still an issue at hand. Whether you like Bobby as champion, whether you like TNA product right now or not, I'm struggling to find an opponent for him.
Because there's no talent on that roster. There's no main event talent on that roster. None. Zero. Zilch.
I mean, you could put him in EC3 again.
No, EC3 is awful. He's awful. There's nothing redeemable about EC3. That's one of the biggest mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes in the history of TNA.
People have said that about John Cena, though.
That is not a good comparable because EC3 is not athletic. He's not captivating. John Cena, from the second he walked into the WWE, had something about him. There was something captivating. He had a presence. EC3 has no presence. EC3 might be the biggest mistake in TNA history. He might be the biggest mistake in TNA history. That's saying something.
No,
What else you got? Nick? Oh, Nick died. I don't know. Maybe he just couldn't take this beating anymore. Are you there, Nick? What's up?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know what happened. What do you got?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, well, I didn't know. Okay, anyway.
You're dying again. You're done. Your shit's fix your shit and call back someday. Jesus.
All right.
Nick the Grip. Now I can hear you. Do you want to finish?
Yes.
Stop touching stuff. Don't touch your microphone or your penis. Don't touch your penis or your microphone. Don't touch either of those.
Anyway.
All right.
I'm tired of the Hardys angle. I'm really tired of that.
You think? You think? Is it time to say that maybe this deletion thing is not a good idea? Can we start going down that road that maybe this wasn't prudent?
I've never went down the other road. I've always kind of stayed there looking in, going, oh, they look like they're having fun, but how was that wrestling?
Yeah.
But
final thoughts, Nick.
So,
I want to get some other more entertaining calls.
Well, that's rude. The good thing I can say is at least next week.
Nick. I hope people don't fucking think that I really hate you or anything, or this is how I treat most fans. This is how I treat you because you're awful, and I know you're strong enough to take it. I love Nick,
and because I'm right.
No, you're never right. You're never right ever in the history of world. Goodbye, Nick. Thank you very much. I'm done. Gore my asshole. Get out of here. Let's take another call. Joe, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yo, I was just wondering, to make Impact better, like if they were to pull any wrestler from any other wrestling company, what would be the best for them right now.
I don't know if there is a saving one name. I don't know if one name can save TNA because I have no confidence that anybody in TNA knows how to use any of the talent that they bring in. So I don't know if there's a name. I really don't. Daniel Bryan, I mean, he's got the, like, he'll bring in views, but do I have any confidence that they would use him correctly? CM Punk, he's got views, but CM Punk is toxic himself. And I like CM Punk, but he's a toxic guy. You think he's going to put up with all the stupidity that goes on in TNA? I don't think so. He's been there before and didn't last very long. You know, it's just...
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. I don't know if there is... I think TNA is in more trouble than we'll ever really know.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be into all this wrestling stuff. I kind of waned out recently. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's not the same anymore. I wish it could be like the older days, you know.
I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy. You got anything else for me, Mr. Joe?
Nope. Have a good night, you guys.
All right, man. You have yourself a good night, buddy. Oh my God! Look, I don't mean to be so hard on TNA. I don't want to be. I want to love this product. I do, but it's hard. Andre Corbeil, who I love, says Edge has the worst spear. No, his spear was awesome. I love Edge's spear. Love it. My God. The Gaming Fault is in the chat. So is Nick Aswell. C-Man is here. Andre Corbeil, Jordan Bryce, Carl Gibney, Tambo Computing, Pittsburgh Boy is here. Let's go ahead and put him on timeout. I think he can use a chance to think about his life choices. Carl Gibney, Sleeping Angels, all kinds of good people hanging out. Mr. In Yo Butt Fun Time is here. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and take another Skype call. 931, which I believe is old school Matt, who's probably awake and drinking. What's going on? You're live with Dead on Dave.
Honestly, part of me likes the fact that TNA is starting to really go under because what little star power they do have may finally open their eyes and say, what the fuck am I doing here?
Well, who's drawing interest from WWE? I mean, like maybe the Hardys 2 months ago, WWE I think was really interested. I don't think they are anymore. I don't think that because the broken thing doesn't work. And if they want to continue with a broken product, they have a broken angle in Bray Wyatt that they can use. It's the same fucking angle. It's just not as ridiculous. It's, you know, so I don't know. There's really Lashley, maybe. But Lashley's a mid-carder in WWE. I don't think he's a main event guy in WWE. They'll never push him that way. Maybe they will because of his size and everything. I mean, there is a possibility, but he's 40. WWE don't like that. Maybe Galloway, but Galloway didn't work before. Aaron Rex looks like he doesn't even care anymore. He looks like he's a big fat butterball now. He's like, I don't care. But hey, I mean, so is Cassie Sonos, and he's back with WWE. I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough.
And to be fair, part of me doesn't want to see them close the doors because that does mean people stop getting paid. That means people can't put food on the table. And honestly, I don't like seeing that.
You will never, ever, ever hear me advocate that TNA should close the doors, ever. If they are able to financially continue on in some way, shape, or form, keep them jobs alive because wrestlers need jobs and wrestlers need places to go. And any type of, maybe it's just time to go back off of TV. Maybe it's time to just revamp everything, go back on tour, start making a name, start getting people interested again. Maybe IPPVs are the way to go. Maybe follow the what culture model. I don't know, but network television, I think, is done. I think it's finished. I believe the same thing with Lucha. Lucha, I believe we're going to see Lucha start going away from network television as well because they don't have the numbers. I know they're a different network. It's El Rey, but still, you know what I mean? They're going to be changing. We're seeing them start to go over to Netflix and stuff like that. I think we're going to see more of that. There's just network-type television, cable television, doesn't really make sense for anyone anymore except WWE. And maybe New Japan, with their new deal that they're bringing to America here real soon, will change that. But I'm not convinced.
Now, something I'd like to see happen with these companies is, I think you alluded to this a few months ago, WWE should start buying out their old libraries.
Not just that. Not only should the libraries be on the WWE Network. Once again, I'm going to say what I've said a few times now because I believe it is the future. The WWE Network should be the Netflix of wrestling. They all should come to WWE. All of them. Lottie Dottie, everybody. All right. And there should be packages that are tiered out. And obviously WWE would have no creative say in what they do with their products. This is simply a licensing play and a media deal to distribute. That's it. That's absolutely it. And it would be a very simple play. And they probably wouldn't be taking too much of a pay loss than they would be right now. They might even be making more money because the fact of the matter is there would be plays to be able to get the libraries up there on the network, to get merchandise through the WWE shop store, which is huge. It does very good numbers. They could really benefit from that. Yeah, they're going to have to kick into the machine and sell out to a corporate level, man. But Jesus Christ, it would be huge for wrestling. If there was one consolidated area where all wrestling fans could go and simply choose what product they want to watch, it would be a game changer. I know a lot of people will never adhere to that or accept that because that means WWE wins. But what the fuck is the big deal if they do win? If they're putting light on all these independent promotions, who the fuck cares?
I mean, WWE is winning regardless.
Exactly. They've won. There is no winning. They won. It's over. So let's go ahead and consolidate and put these promotions on the network. Give them live shows so we don't have to keep hemorrhaging or putting out all these expansions of the WWE. They're already starting to get the idea with ICW coming to the network, and that's where they're going to probably be defending the UK title. How brilliant is that? That's what they need to be doing. It's brilliant. And if they can start doing that throughout the week, like Monday is, Raw, or, they're not going to put anything on Raw on Mondays to take away from the competition with Monday Night Raw or anything. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, these open up to different days. You can have the live shows. You can have all these different things. You can have ways of making it happen. I'm not saying that I have all the answers to how to make all of this work from a business standpoint because I'm not smart enough. But the network seems to be the logical place to go. It just let's be at the Netflix of wrestling. I think it would work.
And I agree with you. I don't see something like that truly failing unless these companies make it fail.
Yeah. Robert Does Wrestling says Dave went full cuck for WWE. I did? Why? No, the product is shit. There's a lot of problems with WWE, but guess what? I'm not the demographic. You're not the demographic. 7 to 18 is the demographic, and guess what? They're 7 to 15 probably. They're killing it. They're murdering it. $20 a share. Fucking biggest revenue quarter in the history of the company. That's just adhering to basic facts. That's just reading the writing on the wall, kids. That's not being a cuck for anybody. Go get out of your mother's basement. Go move into your own basement like I did. What else you got, Matt?
And you mentioned the merch thing, and I feel like I want to say this. When was the last time you saw a TNA video game?
Good point. Nobody wants to play a TNA video game. I think a couple of years ago. Nobody wants to play. It's not cool.
No one wants to play a TNA video game because no one wants to watch TNA anymore.
It's not cool, man. It's just there's nothing cool about it. Can we let's ask a question to the chat. Is TNA cool? Is there anything cool? Is there anything cool about this fruity damn owl? Does this owl make you want to go watch wrestling? No, it makes you want to visit a bear in a big blue house. That's what it wants to make you do. I don't know. I can't deal anymore. It's hard. Matt, you got anything else?
No, that's pretty much it for me, man.
I love your face,
Matt. Have a good day, man.
I love your face. You have a good night.
You too, man. Later.
I don't want to be negative. I don't like being negative on wrestling, but I mean, Jesus, you can only sit by and watch this for so long. You can only sit by and let this stuff continue on. Someone's got to talk about it. Someone's got to bring some stuff up. And if it's got to be me, it's got to be me, because we can't just continue in the status quo. There's something wrong here. 252,000 viewers this week. 252,000. I might be able to draw that. No, I can't. I'm not talented at all. Let's bring in C-Man. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
I mean, at least you're aiming for the stars there, man. 250,000.
You sound like you just smoked a bowl, buddy. And I know you didn't, but it sounds like you did. Are you okay?
Nah, I was out drinking. That's why I'm kind of like.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What do you got?
My bad. No, I got home like 40 minutes ago, and then saw that you had a stream coming on later. So.
Yeah, this was the only way that I was going to talk about this. I got so much going on this weekend. I still got to pull out a Elimination Chamber prediction show. Why? I don't fucking know, because I don't care. This is one of the weakest cards I think WWE's put together in a very long time for a pay-per-view, and I simply don't care. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do one for you guys. I'm going to record it in just a little bit. We got live trivia night tonight. We got Andre Corbeil on tomorrow night for Ask Andre with Brian Hebner. Yes, I wonder if he's going to watch what I've just said and disagree with me. Probably. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, because I'm going to ask him questions, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, the Elimination Chamber live review right afterwards. So there's just so much. This was the only way that I was going to be able to get this in.
I think that kind of tells you all you need to know about the current status of TNA if nobody even really wants to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's less and less commentators out there that are talking about. There's less and less YouTubers wanting to make content on the TNA product. I wanted to, because I'm sorry, 252,000 really stood out to me. 252,000 stood out to me. And it gave me a reason to come on and shake up my wife's gallbladder stones. Look at these gallstones. This is amazing. Look at these things.
Please tell me you aren't actually making jewelry out of those.
I'm going to make jewelry out of this. My wife, my beautiful wife, who is home now. Did you poop?
Yeah, that was.
Was it a good poop? Are you okay?
Didn't come out.
You did the poop didn't come out?
It did, but
Oh, okay.
it hurt.
Prunes, baby. Prunes. Let's get some prunes. Well, don't give me the finger for suggesting prunes. You anti-prunist. You prune Nazi. Don't ever call your German wife a Nazi in any context.
CD case Nazi.
I did. I've called her a CD case because she used to want me to keep all my CD cases. And I'm like, why would I want to keep CD cases? I could put the CDs in a binder and throw away the cases. And she'd be like, no, you gotta keep the cases. I'd be like, you fucking CD Nazi.
No, I agree. Like, cases are good for collecting. And
No,
then...
I ended up coming over to her side of the opinion, like I usually do, because she's smarter than me. That comes with age, and she is older than me.
Oh, shit, dude.
But look at these.
You fucking
look at
throwing
these
shade.
Look at these things. These are incredible. I want to make something out of this. I want to make power rings. You want me to? You think I won't touch one of these? You think I won't hold one of these in my hand? Do you not know Dead on Dave? Do you not know Dead on Dave? Oh! I did it! Oh! I'm touching it. Oh, I'm touching them. Oh my God, they're in my hand. Oh, baby, get out. What do I do? I don't know what to do. Oh my God, they're in my hand.
Dave, if you're really daring, you should put one in your mouth for a second.
I am not putting one in my mouth. You can put my balls in your mouth.
Excuse me?
This is disgusting. Give me a wet wipe. Babe, I need a wet wipe. Alicia, get me a wet wipe. Somebody give me a wet wipe. Holy shit. Give me a wet wipe. Oh my God. Because mommy dared me, and that's just how life works. You didn't dare me to lick him. I'm not licking that. Oh my God. Okay.
Dude, I can't even count the amount of fucking awkward conversations that I've been a part of in the calls. It's ridiculous. It's like almost, it feels like it's only on wrestling streams, though, for some reason.
Well, I get bored. What can I say?
Oh, my God.
I don't really think there's much more. I think I jumped the shark. When I hold a gallstone, I think I jumped the shark. I think it's time to go after that. No, in fact, the viewership just spiked doing that. Now we're over 40 now. Holy balls.
Oh, shit.
Gallstones.
There we go.
You make beautiful stones out of your body. Can't wait to see your kidney stones.
Oh, my God.
It's
What the fuck?
Those. C-Man, what do you got for me? You got anything else?
Nah, man, TNA sucks. I haven't ever really cared about it.
Yeah, me too. Jordan Bryce.
I do also.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm probably gonna piss you off with what I'm about to say, but I do agree with Nick that fucking American Alpha's overrated.
Why? Can I? Okay, I'm not gonna beat you up. I want to know why.
It's like I really don't think they're that special. It's like the cool thing to like American Alpha just because they have that amateur wrestler gimmick.
You don't think that their wrestling is spectacular in the ring? You don't think that their in-ring product is amazing?
I think they're good wrestlers for sure, but beyond that, like mic work, they don't really. I don't know. They just don't do much for me, I guess.
I don't know. I disagree. I really like American Alpha. I'm liking them less. What they're doing on SmackDown, I'm liking them less. A lot less. A lot
Well, that
less.
whole tag division's fucked.
Garbage.
It's just
straight trash, homie. Straight trash.
I mean,
homie.
you literally only have American Alpha there, and then
What about the Ublos? You forgot about the Ublos.
oh yeah, they're great with their fucking Mexican gangster gimmick or whatever they're going for.
They're cholos now. Leave them alone.
Yeah, that's a Samoan cholo. That's a hell of a
Samoan
gimmick.
cholo. That's a great gimmick. We need to make that gimmick happen. Holy God. All right.
I don't want to be a part of that.
See, man, I'm going to get up out of here. I'm tired. No, I'm not tired. Actually, I'm full of life and energy, but I want to go spend some time with the family.
All right, man. Hey, can I sign off the show for you?
No, because no, that's my sign off. No.
Fine.
Sorry, C-Man. Have a good night, buddy.
It's you too, man. Peace.
Good God. Can I sign off the show for you? Jesus. Can I sign off the show for you? No, you can't. So this has been a great show. I held gallstones in my hand. The wife knew I would do it. She dares me. She knows I'm doing it. Come on. You didn't think I would do that. You really did. You've been married to me for 14 years. You really didn't think I would hold one in my hand?
No, because you don't even hold tape.
That's tape. This is cool. No, tape is gross. Wet paper is gross. This was baller as fuck. I've eaten your pussy. Why would I give a fuck about holding a gallstone? I put my tongue in your hole. Why the fuck do I care? I don't give a shit. I've grabbed and licked your vagina hole. I don't give a shit. Give a fuck. All right. I think that's about it then, man. I think we've hit everything that we're going to hit. This is probably one of the best wrestling streams I've ever done. I hope you guys had a fun time. I'd love to hear your thoughts on TNA, man. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I indifferent? What's the point? What do you guys think? Hit me up on Twitter at ThatOnDaveV. Make sure you're checking out everything that's going on within the channel this week. We got so much going on this weekend. Hopefully, we have copious amounts going on this week. And hopefully you guys are going to get involved with it tonight. Trivia night, live trivia night, way here, baby boys. Come here and get your ass whooped by the copious king, and we'll have a good time. Let me bring in my graphics man, my good buddy, the one and only, the cannon of guns, Guncannon. Apparently he heard me signing off, and he was like, hey, let me interrupt his sign-off, because that's what we do. What's up, Guncannon?
No, I figured I would catch you quick before you had signed off. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it in time.
Well, I see your call. I'm going to always take it. What do you got for me?
Well, it's interesting because I popped in just as you were talking about the whole Impact and the last time they made a video game, and surprisingly enough, it's one of those stupid pieces of knowledge I know about Impact.
It was like 2-3 years ago, right?
September of 2009.
2009? Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And I know that because I played it and I regretted every fucking second of it. Like I wanted to skeet shoot the fucking disc when I was done with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Was that really the whole reason you called?
Amongst the fact that yeah, I agree, TNA absolutely sucks, and Nick Aswell's a twit for thinking that Ring of Honor is stupid.
Nick Aswell's a twat for most reasons. There's so many reasons why Nick Aswell is wrong just in life. If I cared, I would list them all. I would list them all, but I don't care because Nick's Nick. He's Nick the Grip. What do you give a shit? Really. All right, buddy. I'm gonna get up out of here, Gun.
Alrighty. Have a good day, night, whatever time it is.
Make sure you guys are checking out everything that Guncannon does on the YouTubes, on Twitter, Guncannon15, on the Twitch. No, the Twitters, yes. Fuck, I don't know. He also has a graphics company. Iron Knight Graphics, doing all kinds of good stuff for me. If you want to get some stuff done, go to him. Thanks a lot, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, take it easy. Most people already thought I was actually signing off. Yeah, I know. Amazing, right? Most people saw that I was signing off, so they already left. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Day Productions. Check out everything that's going on within the channel and the community. One being Andre friggin' Corbeil. Check him out. Tommy C SFTP, Grand Slam Entertainment, Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, who does all my music, including Morning Light, the opening intro of this song. Go check it out. All kinds of good stuff. So, thank you guys very much. We'll see you next time right here on Dead on Day Productions. I hope you're having a good weekend. We'll see you tonight. Trivia night. Maybe Gallstones. Trivia night. All right. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious. Peace. Oh, shit. Wait. If you don't have talent, have talented friends. Or gallstones. Peace.